crafting, so I thought I would just hop on real quick with you guys, and you guys can see what I'm doing. I like to do journaling, and I do all types of journaling, like I've shown you guys before in other blog videos. And I thought I would share some of my tips of what I do, because I am not someone who can draw. Like, I suck at drawing. If you ask me to draw a stick figure, I couldn't do it even if I tried. It just it just wouldn't work. But what I tend to do is I have tons of books, magazines, and stuff. I always tear out images of things that I'm attracted to, or whatever particular image I'm looking for or wanting. Anyway, one of the things I'm working on right now is something for astrology, and I had an old moon book and astrology book here that I had from years ago, from like 2000. There's obviously, as you can see, the years that are on these. This was from 2000, 2007, from 2000. So obviously they're already not usable anyway. So I think I took the one from this book. I took out some of the, I'm going to be doing a project on Aquarius. So I took out the Aquarius page that's in here, because for each sign they have this like little sun and moon with the horoscopes, astrology sign of them. So here's Cancer, there's just Gemini. Where is I just see it? There's Gemini. So I figured I would utilize these into the journal that I'll be doing that in. So I found the Aquarius one, so I'm cutting it out. I want it to be a little bit more than just, oh, to glue the page on there. So to make it a little bit more me, I'm cutting it out, so that way it'll actually be like, just like the little burst of the sun out. Again, I am not the most craftiest person, but I always want things to be more personalized, by the way I like them to look. So when you don't have, if you're not as crafty as some crafters are, who can draw and put together a beautiful scenery or a beautiful picture, I always use photos and pictures that I find in magazines, in books that I'm no longer in use, or I want to refurbish them. I actually go to thrift stores and look for books too that are, they're not even good anymore. I really am just interested in the images that are in the books. And I will, as you can see here, I'm going to do that with this one. I've had these books for years. I'm not going to reuse them for anything. But I always know that I'm going to be like, okay, I'll save a book for a purpose and a reason, because I can refurbish it for something else, for a craft or something. Believe me, I have been doing that a lot. I also, because like I said, I'm doing a craft that has to do with astrology at this point. It's my own personal craft. It's my own personal craft project that I'm taking on. I had this old calendar from 2002. I am utilizing the pages in this calendar. I'm using the artwork that's in this book. I took the one for Capricorn already out, but here's for March. Here's for Pisces. I'll be utilizing this photo image and be using it for the project that I'm doing for astrology. Again, I am just going to utilize everything I can that I have that's astrology based, and I'm going to be putting it into the journal project that I'm going to be creating that has to do with astrology, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be putting things together. I also have, like I said, I am not the craftiest of persons to draw and put things together, but I will take images that I have. Like, maybe I'll cut out these mushrooms and use them for something. I want to utilize this bag, and I'm going to glue it onto the book that I'm going to be using for. I have ribbons. I have everything you could possibly think for a craft, and that's what I do. I don't believe in having to go buy things if you can. I mean, there's some things, of course, obviously I have to go buy and things I have to do. But if I can utilize what I have, I will utilize what I have. It's always funny to me how I do that, because I'm just like, people are like, oh my God, I never thought of that. I'm like, oh honey, you don't even know. I cannot draw. I just cannot draw for the life of me. I can't even really even do like a straight line. Like, honestly, I just can't. I just mess everything up. And then everything just comes to a massive mess, and I'm always never satisfied with. I've tried doing like drawings and stuff like that. Somebody did tell me I should try my hand at tracing an image. I thought about doing that myself, but I just haven't brought myself to do it. I just find it easier just to find an image that I am into and just cut it out and glue it. I mean, maybe someday I'll actually find myself tracing something someday. But at this point right now, I'm just so lazy about it. I'd rather just kind of cut out the image, and if I'm lucky enough to find the image, to me, I just feel like, oh, if it was meant to be, I should have it, and that's what I'm going to do. I started this in January, this project, and again, like I said, it's a personal project. It's not something that I'm talking about to very many people, but this is just my own project that I'm working on, and I just thought it would be pretty fun for me to do. And if you're into astrology and stuff like that, so you would totally get it. All right, so there we go. So I have to do some trimming here, there, but overall, this is how it's going to look, and I'm just like, yay. I'm looking forward to just being able to stick this into my journal book and be like, yes. I think this is a cute idea. Like, again, like I said, you can totally use any images that you find. Again, I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot I can color, I can create things like that. They make them look beautiful, but when it comes to drawing, I am just not her. I wish I was. I mean, I have friends that I know who can draw images that look absolutely amazing, but I'm just not that person. But there you go. See? So now I'm just going to paste this onto my page, and then what other images that I have that I want to use for the Aquarius symbol, I will use them and utilize them in my journal. So anyway, I thought I would share that a little crafty tip with you guys. When you can't draw, find a picture and cut it out and post it and paste it on to whatever you're going to use. I even Mod Podge a lot, which you guys have seen many of my Mod Podge projects on Instagram and on Snap. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I'll check you out later on my next vlog. I'll come back just so I can show you what I did and how I used it to utilize it. This is how I kind of do this. As you can see, these are cutouts of an Aquarius symbol from that calendar. I used some of the images that were in that calendar. So this was the Aquarius, and I wrote down some of the stuff that traits of the Aquariuses, and some of the stuff that I didn't have in there, I found in that astrology book that I had there, and I just like, again, here's that symbol that I cut out, and then I cut out the stuff that was in there, and I put it in there, and then I used that in there. So yeah, that's how I utilize some of my crafting ideas that I do write in my journals, of course, as always, but this is again like a personal journal of mine that I'm not sharing with anybody, but I thought I would share it with you guys, some of the crafts that I use in some of my journals for my personal use. So if you're ever looking for an idea or a craft idea, that is something you could do. If you're looking for a way to be able to add images to your journaling, like I've done. This is my journal for my weight loss surgery. I put stickers of foods in here. Like there's like a little taco. There's a bacon down here. Along with some of the information that I got from my doctors that's also in here. I used the Post-its that I wrote notes on. I have a little croissant up in here. When I took this to see the doctors, again, I have like health reports, stuff like that. And I have, again, I have stickers that I have holding things in there, Post-it notes. I have a French fry. I have a muffin, a popsicle. And again, I have everything that I need in here, along with my journaling. And like here, there's like a sushi sticker and an avocado sticker. I'm using stickers in this book to personalize it for myself. When I showed it to my doctor was like, oh my god, that's so cute, I love that. I go, well, I like to personalize it because eventually, sooner or later, I don't know if anybody's ever going to read these. I know that I'm going to read them again. I do read some of my journals, and as I've gotten older, the journals that I write, I like to add things to them to make them a little bit more special, a little bit different. It's like funny because if you've ever looked on eBay, you can actually find people who actually purchase people's old diaries and journals. So you never know. Maybe my journals will be in eBay one day and somebody's going to pay money for my personal thoughts. And there's the kitty. Did you guys know, or if you saw on my Snap, She is not a she. She is a he. Huh? How loca? Now it's loco. Anyway, all right. Anyway, I just thought I'd share some craft ideas with you guys. Quick, I know I started this video off as a vlog in the beginning, but now that I started doing this, I was like, well, you know what? I gave you guys some craft tips. How would you guys feel about me actually doing that? Making little videos here with little craft tips that you guys can utilize in your own crafts. I think that's something that I would actually enjoy doing. So if that's something you would like to do, like to watch, please leave your comments down below if that's something you're into. If you're a crafter like I am, or someone who likes to do journaling or whatever, let me know if you would like to see some of the craft ideas and tips that I have and that I utilize in my own crafts and journaling tips too. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.